Ever wondered how to lose your money as fast as possible? In the investing world, we've got plenty of ways to do just that. The art of losing money. A skill that many of us have unwittingly mastered. It's like a magic trick. One moment you're holding a hefty pile of cash, and the next, poof, it's gone. Vanished into thin air. Quite the spectacle, isn't it? You might be thinking, why on earth would I want to lose money? Well, the answer is simple. You probably don't. But it's often through understanding our mistakes that we learn to do better. And let's face it, we've all made some blunders in our time. So buckle up as we dive headfirst into the world of financial fumbles and investment indiscretions. In this humorous journey, we'll explore the common pitfalls that have led many well-intentioned individuals down the road of monetary mishaps. From borrowing bonanzas to TikTok trend traps, we'll uncover the myriad ways people have managed to squander their hard-earned money. But before you start panicking, let's make one thing clear. This isn't a guide on how to lose money. Quite the contrary. Consider it a cautionary tale, a roadmap of what not to do when it comes to your finances. After all, they say that wisdom is learning from the mistakes of others. However, if you're one of those thrill seekers who relish the idea of financial freefall, then by all means, this could be your blueprint to bankruptcy. But for those of us who'd rather keep our bank accounts intact, it's a chance to learn, laugh, and hopefully avoid some costly missteps. So if you're on a mission to deplete your bank account, stay tuned. But if you'd rather not, you might want to take notes on what not to do. First stop on our money-losing journey, the land of excessive borrowing. Picture this. You're in a boat in the middle of an ocean with no life vest, and you've just sprung a leak. That's what it's like when you borrow excessively for investments. You're sinking, and there's no safety gear. Sure, borrowing can seem like a quick way to amplify your capital, but remember, it's a double-edged sword. High interest rates are like sharks circling your sinking boat, waiting to take a bite out of your returns. And if your investments don't pan out as expected, well, you're still on the hook for the borrowed amount. That's like trying to bail out your sinking boat with a hole-riddled bucket. You see, the fundamental issue with borrowing to invest is the risk of not being able to pay back. It's like playing a high-stakes game of poker with money you don't have. It's all fun and games until you're left with nothing but a mountain of debt and a shattered financial future. Remember, borrowing money to invest is like using a stick of dynamite as a candle. It might provide some light for a while, but eventually, it's going to blow up. Next, we dive headfirst into the dangerous waters of TikTok investment trends. Now, we've all seen those viral videos of overnight millionaires, right? They're enticing, they're flashy, and they make investing seem like a walk in the park. But the reality is often a far cry from this glittering facade. Investing based on TikTok trends is akin to walking blindfolded on a tightrope. These trends often lack solid financial reasoning. They're driven by hype and speculation. One day, a particular stock or cryptocurrency might be the talk of the town, and the next day, it's old news. This kind of volatility can turn your financial dreams into a nightmare in no time. Remember, these social media influencers are not financial advisors. They might have hit the jackpot once, but that doesn't guarantee a repeat performance. And when they fail, it's your hard-earned money that goes down the drain. It's crucial to do your own research, understand the market, and make informed decisions. Investing isn't a game of follow the leader. It's about understanding your risk tolerance, setting your financial goals, and building a diversified portfolio. So, if you're banking on TikTok trends to make you rich, you might end up doing the "I lost all my money" dance. Now let's march straight into the trap of ignoring diversification. Imagine you're hosting a dinner party. You've invited all types of people, from your book club friends to your quirky cousin. Would you serve only one dish? Of course not. You'd offer a variety of options to cater to all tastes and dietary needs. The same principle applies to your investment portfolio. Diversification, in the world of investing, is akin to having a smorgasbord of dishes at your party. When you ignore diversification, you're essentially putting all your eggs in one basket. And we all know what happens when that basket falls. You're left with nothing but a mess. A diversified portfolio, on the other hand, spreads your eggs across multiple baskets. This way, if one basket takes a tumble, you still have others to fall back on. Not diversifying is like betting on a one-trick pony. Sure, it might win a race or two, but the moment it stumbles, you're left in the dust. A diversified portfolio, like a well-trained team of horses, can weather various conditions and still pull you towards your financial goals. Investing all your money in one company, one sector, or one type of asset may seem like a good idea when that particular area is booming. But remember, the tides of fortune can turn quickly. Remember the dot-com bubble of the late 90s or the housing market crash of 2008? Those who ignored diversification were hit the hardest. while those with diversified portfolios were better able to weather the storm. In conclusion, ignoring diversification is a surefire way to make your financial journey a roller coaster ride, and not the fun kind. It's like betting your life savings on a game of roulette. The odds, they're not in your favor. Ever felt the fear of missing out? In investing, this can be your worst enemy. Let's talk about FOMO, or the fear of missing out. It's that nagging feeling that everyone else is getting ahead while you're left in the dust. Now, this isn't just about feeling left out at a party or missing a trending TV show. In the world of investing, FOMO can be a dangerous pitfall. Imagine this. You hear about a hot new stock. Everyone is buying it. Your friends, your neighbors, even that barista who serves you coffee every morning. They're all talking about it. And there you are, feeling left out. Feeling the pressure to join the bandwagon. But here's the kicker. Investing should never be about following the crowd. It should be about making informed decisions based on thorough research and understanding of the market. When you let FOMO drive your investment choices, you are essentially gambling, not investing. You're relying on luck rather than logic. And more often than not, this leads to impulsive decisions and regrettable outcomes. You see, the stock market isn't a race where the fastest runner wins. It's more like a marathon where endurance and strategy pay off. It's not about who gets there first, but who stays the longest. It's about patience, about waiting for the right moment to make your move. And this is where FOMO can trip you up. It pushes you to rush, to make hasty decisions without considering the risks. It makes you buy high, hoping to sell even higher. But what happens when the hype fades? What happens when the bubble bursts? Well, you're left holding on to stocks that no one wants. And that's when you start to see your money disappear. So, how do you combat FOMO? It's simple. Stick to your plan. Don't let the noise distract you. Don't let the fear of missing out push you into making rash decisions. And most importantly, remember that it's okay to miss out on some opportunities. There will always be others. Remember, in the investing world, patience is not only a virtue, but it's also a wallet saver. So there you have it, a step-by-step guide to losing your money. We've journeyed through the art of squandering your hard-earned cash, beginning with the perilous path of borrowing excessively. Remember, borrowing more than you can afford to pay back is a surefire way to invite financial catastrophe. Next, we fell into the TikTok trend trap. Investing based on viral videos and not on thorough research and understanding of the market is a foolproof method to watch your money disappear before your very eyes. Then we explored the danger of ignoring diversification. Putting all your eggs in one basket is not just a cliché cautionary tale, but a reality in the world of investing. The lack of a diversified portfolio can make your financial stability as fragile as a house of cards in a windstorm. And lastly, we delved into the fear of missing out, or as it's commonly known, FOMO. Making impulsive decisions driven by the fear of missing out on the next big thing can lead to disastrous results. Each of these points highlights a common pitfall in investing. They may seem obvious when laid out like this, yet they are surprisingly easy to fall into if you're not careful. It's a slippery slope from confident investor to financial disaster, and these missteps are the ice beneath your feet. But remember, this guide is not an instruction manual, but a warning sign. These are the paths not to follow, the actions not to take. It's a map of pitfalls to avoid on your journey of investing. In all seriousness, knowing what not to do can often be as important as knowing what to do. So keep these tips in mind, and you might just avoid becoming an expert at losing money.